We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next. And we're back with the Daily Helpline. We've got Tabatha Coffey, host of the TV show Tabatha Takes Over, and also with us, I would like for you guys to meet Pamela. Now, Pamela has a really, really heart-wrenching story to tell. And she had a mastectomy after having breast cancer that has left her with a really low self-esteem. So everybody, please welcome Pamela to the stage. Thank you so much for being with us and telling your story.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This is a real big issue for me.
Yeah.
You know, at this point, so I have no implant or anything. I have a very difficult time looking at myself in the mirror. The way I am, I'm very self-conscious. You know, I'm married, and you know, I'm very self-conscious about my husband looking at me. You know.
What is it you see? Describe what you see when you look in the mirror.
I don't see a complete woman. I don't see a complete woman.
And have you always associated your womanhood with your breasts?
I associate the female body, the way we are, with womanhood. And when you lose part of your body, it's very hard to adapt. You know?
Tabatha, I see you just so leaned in and in tune. What are you feeling in this moment with her?
I didn't have, mine was purely cosmetic. I didn't have any cancer. I had breast implants and I wanted bigger boobs, and it went terribly awry. And the doctor nicked an artery in my chest. So I nearly bled to death, but I got an infection that was in my breast that was 1.5 years and actually ate through all my breast tissue. So when I had my implants taken out, the infection was so bad, they had to cut 4 inches of my own breast tissue away and told me that if I did an implant again, I'd be treated as a mastectomy patient because there was no tissue there, so I'd have to have stretch and things like that. And I woke up having big boobs because I had my implants in, to going back to normal on one side and nothing on the other.
Wow.
So I understand that piece of it because I woke up and just freaked for a second.
How did you deal with the self-esteem part of it? Did you lose any self-esteem?
Yes, and yes. Do you know, I've never gone back and re-had my implants put in. So this is all just padding. This is chicken cutlets and a really good bra. And I also feel like, you know what, my breasts don't make me a woman.
Really?
They really don't. And the people that really love me, you know, my partner is fine with how I look because they don't make me a woman. It's how I feel and how I nurture people and how I take care of people, and they're all the things that make us women. And yes, it was hard because, you know what, we're so wrapped up in exactly what you said. It's part of our anatomy, and that's what we think makes us sexy. It really, for me, was a great bra and a lot of self-confidence.
Wow. It really was. I'm glad to hear that. I'm really glad to hear that. And I appreciate what you said very much about how your breasts don't make you a woman. You know, and I never thought of it that way.
They don't.
You know, I mean, they don't. They really don't.
They really
And
don't.
why I can't accept that, I really don't know.
I think the other thing for me, and listen, you know this better than me, I got myself into a hell of a mess because of vanity. You beat a terrible disease. And for beating a terrible disease, you're a warrior. Mm-hmm. You really are. Yeah. And that's what you should look at. You should look at, I kicked cancer's ass, and look at me. Yeah. I'm here and I'm in remission. Yeah. And you know what? It's a little battle scar that hasn't taken any of your strength or your determination or your beauty or your femininity or any of that away.
Yeah. No, it hasn't.
It hasn't.
Done that. It hasn't done that. You know. Yes, I'm a warrior. I did beat cancer. I did beat cancer.
That's right.
And for that, I'm very proud.
So let's do this. Starting today.
Yep.
Starting today, we just proclaim something new.
Yeah.
I can see it. Your face is different.
Yeah.
And you just need to it is different. You need to surround yourself with people like this.
Absolutely.
Who continue to fill you up when you can't fill yourself up. And remember this piece today, if you remember anything, is that building self-confidence is not an event. It's a process. Yes. And so you're starting a journey today that might shift your perspective, not 100 degrees or 180 degrees, but 2 degrees. But that 2 degrees over time is going to go like this. And you're going to begin to feel better and better and better about yourself. Thank you.
Thank you so much for being here
today.
Thank you. And thank you, Tabatha, for sharing and giving her that gift.
Thank you.
There's more with the Daily Helpline right after this. We love getting your questions, so we want you to keep them coming via Facebook, Twitter, and on our webpage. Who knows, we might just answer your question here in the studio audience next.